Ever wondered who's pulling the strings behind America's 2024 election? Prepare to be shocked as we unveil the top 10 donors wielding unprecedented influence and shaping the future of our nation's politics. From hidden agendas to jaw-dropping contributions, this is one countdown you can't afford to miss. As we all know, political donations in the United States are largely funneled through nonprofit organizations. Our team has followed the money trail with information currently available to provide the most accurate information regarding both sides of the political donation spectrum. All of these metrics extend through direct personal donations and nonprofit organizational support. 10. Jeffrey Katzenberg, $2 million donation. A former Disney executive, prominent figure in the entertainment industry and co-founder of DreamWorks Animation, has been actively involved in political donations, primarily supporting Democratic candidates and causes. Through his $2 million commitment to Biden, this is just the tip of his political donations in the past. Democratic supporter. Katzenberg is a major donor to the Democratic Party and its candidates. He has consistently contributed significant sums to support Democratic presidential campaigns, congressional races, and other political initiatives. Fundraising. Katzenberg has been involved in organizing fundraising events and initiatives to raise money for Democratic candidates and organizations. His efforts have helped mobilize financial support within Hollywood and beyond for Democratic campaigns. Super PAC contributions. He has contributed to super PACs that support Democratic candidates and promote progressive policies. These donations are often used to fund advertising campaigns, voter outreach efforts, and other electoral activities. Influence in Hollywood. As a leading figure in Hollywood, Katzenberg's political donations reflect his influence within the entertainment industry and his efforts to align political support with industry interests, such as intellectual property rights and creative industries policies. Philanthropy and advocacy. In addition to political donations, Katzenberg is involved in philanthropy and advocacy work, supporting causes related to education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. Public advocacy. Katzenberg has publicly advocated for policies aligned with democratic values, including healthcare reform, environmental protection, and civil rights. 9. Michael Moritz, $3 million donation. The world-renowned venture capitalist and partner at one of the largest venture capital firms, Sequoia Capital, has been involved in notable political donations. Through his $3 million commitment to Biden, this reflects his active engagement in civic and policy-related issues. Generous benefactor. Michael Moritz has been a particularly generous and steadfast benefactor, known for contributing generously to various Democratic political campaigns and initiatives. Prominent recipients. His donations have frequently supported prominent Democratic figures at the national level, including presidential campaigns and key Senate races. Full advocate for change. Beyond financial contributions, Moritz is actively involved in advocating for significant changes in areas such as technology regulation, healthcare reform, and environmental sustainability. Public influence. His considerable financial support is often seen as amplifying the voices of progressive candidates and initiatives, contributing to broader public discourse on critical societal issues. 8. Isaac Perlmutter, $4 million donation. The former CEO of Marvel Entertainment has been known for his political donations, primarily supporting Republican candidates and causes. Here are some details about Isaac Perlmutter's election donation activities that illustrate the history behind his $4 million commitment to Trump's current campaign alone. Republican donor. Perlmutter is a significant donor to Republican candidates at both the federal and state levels. His contributions have supported presidential campaigns, congressional races, and initiatives aligned with conservative values. Super PAC contributions. He has contributed to super PACs that advocate for conservative policies and candidates. These donations are often aimed at influencing elections and supporting political agendas favorable to business interests and economic conservatism. Personal wealth. As a billionaire, Perlmutter's donations have been substantial, reflecting his influence within Republican fundraising circles and his commitment to advancing conservative principles. Philanthropic and political overlap. While known for his political donations, Perlmutter's philanthropic activities also intersect with his political interests. He has supported charitable causes that align with his ideological beliefs, including veterans affairs and healthcare initiatives. Low public profile. Perlmutter generally maintains a low public profile, and detailed information about his specific donation amounts and recipients may not always be readily available in the public domain. 7. Tim Dunn, $5 million donation. As a prominent figure in the Texas oil and natural gas industry, Tim is embedded in politics that align with his personal and business interests. Having committed over $5 million to Trump's campaign in 2024 alone, he has been involved in significant political donations over the years. Here is some information about Tim Dunn's political donations. Conservative causes. Tim Dunn is known for supporting conservative candidates and causes, particularly in Texas. His donations often align with his advocacy for limited government, free market principles, and traditional values. Empower Texans. Dunn has been associated with Empower Texans, a conservative advocacy group in Texas known for its influence in state politics. Super PAC contributions. Dunn has contributed substantial sums to super PACs that support conservative candidates and policies. These donations are often directed towards influencing elections and promoting specific legislative agendas. State-level impact. His donations have had a notable impact on Texas politics, influencing state legislative races, judicial elections, and policy debates within the state. Advocacy and influence. Beyond financial contributions, Tim Dunn is actively involved in advocating for policies that promote economic freedom, lower taxes, and regulatory reform. 6. Alex Soros and George Soros. $5 million donation. Alex Soros carries George Soros Open Society Foundation into the future. They continue to influence both presidential and local elections with their money. They have been linked to over $5 million in financial ties to the Biden campaign. As evidence suggests, they have committed over $40 billion in political donations in recent history. Their strategic donations are sure to raise some eyebrows. They have demonstrated that while everyone's throwing millions around for the presidential election, they can throw thousands around with the same effect on local politics. Just imagine how far $500,000 would get your local judge in an election. Critics argue that their financial contributions are not just about supporting candidates who align with their values but are part of a calculated effort to exert undue influence over the political process. By pouring millions into key campaigns and political action committees, the Soros family is seen by some as attempting to shape policy outcomes and secure political favors, effectively undermining the democratic principle of equal influence for all voters. This alleged manipulation raises serious concerns about the integrity of the electoral system and the true cost of their so-called philanthropy. 5. Reid Hoffman, $10 million donation. The LinkedIn co-founder and outspoken member of the tech industry has committed a cool $10 million to the Biden campaign, furthering his growing connection to the Democratic Party. Misinformation scandal. Hoffman was involved in a controversy during the 2018 midterm elections when it was revealed he had funded a project that used misinformation tactics to influence the Alabama Senate race. The project falsely suggested that Russian bots were supporting Roy Moore, the Republican candidate, to attract negative attention to the Moore campaign. Democratic donations. Hoffman has been a significant donor to Democratic candidates and causes. His contributions have supported progressive policies and candidates aligned with his views on technology regulation, climate change, and social issues. LinkedIn influence. As the co-founder of LinkedIn, Hoffman's donations have raised concerns about the potential influence of tech billionaires in shaping political discourse and policies, particularly regarding privacy, data security, and digital ethics. 4. Dustin Moskovitz, $10 million donation. Co-founder of Facebook and a prominent figure in the tech industry, has been involved together in political donations that have sparked controversy and debate. Having doubled down on his involvement, he has committed over $10 million to the Biden campaign through nonprofit organizations. Here is an overview of Dustin's mission. Democratic mega donor. Moskovitz, co-founder of Facebook, has become one of the Democratic Party's largest individual donors. His substantial contributions have supported a wide range of progressive causes, including gun control, immigration reform, and climate change action. Impact on elections. Moskovitz's donations have been criticized for their potential to distort democratic processes by allowing wealthy individuals to wield disproportionate influence over political outcomes. Political strategy. He has strategically directed his donations to impact key races and initiatives, aiming to advance policies that he believes align with social justice and economic equality. Public advocacy. Moskovitz has publicly advocated for policies that promote innovation and address social inequalities, using his wealth to fund initiatives that seek to bridge gaps in education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. These controversial facts surrounding Dustin Moscovitz's political donations highlight the intersection of wealth, technology, and influence in modern politics, raising important questions about transparency, accountability, and the role of billionaires in shaping democratic processes. 3. Robert Bigelow, $20 million donation. In addition to donating over $1 million to Trump's recent legal fees, an American entrepreneur and space enthusiast has committed to donating a staggering $20 million to Trump's campaign. He initially funded DeSantis and later switched to Trump. He accumulated his wealth primarily through his involvement in the hotel and aerospace industries. Here's an overview of where Robert Bigelow got his wealth. Real estate ventures. Bigelow initially made his fortune through his real estate development company, Bigelow Aerospace. He founded this company in the early 1980s and focused on developing residential and commercial properties in Nevada. Budget Suites of America. One of Bigelow's notable ventures was Budget Suites of America, a chain of extended-stay hotels that catered to budget-conscious travelers. This business expanded significantly under his leadership and became a key source of his wealth. Aerospace innovations. In the late 1990s, Bigelow shifted his focus to aerospace and founded Bigelow Aerospace. This company aimed to develop commercial space habitats and inflatable space station modules. Bigelow Aerospace received funding from NASA and conducted several successful launches and missions. NASA contracts. Bigelow Aerospace secured contracts with NASA to develop and test expandable habitat technology for future space missions. These partnerships helped establish Bigelow as a key player in the private space industry. 2. Timothy Mellon, $50 million donation. Timothy's bloodline is no stranger to political involvement and contributions. Tim has committed a whopping $50 million to Trump's 2024 bid for president. Tim Mellon got his wealth from his great-great-uncle, Andrew Mellon, who served as Secretary of the Treasury under 3 U.S. presidents and was one of the wealthiest individuals in America during his time from his ownership in Mellon Bank, now BNY Mellon. Tim has ripe, deeply embedded family ties to finance, steel, aluminum, coal, oil, natural gas, and the government. Tim Mellon, like others in his family, inherited a significant fortune primarily through patriarchs such as Andrew Mellon, who amassed wealth through investments in banking, including Mellon Bank, steel, and other industries in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Timothy Mellon has been known for his substantial political donations, which have sparked intrigue and debate over the years. Here are some intriguing facts about Timothy Mellon's political contributions. Conservative causes. Tim Mellon is a prominent supporter of conservative causes and candidates. He has donated significant sums to Republican candidates and super PACs aligned with conservative values and policies. Focus on energy policy. As a businessman in the oil and gas industry, Mellon's donations often reflect his advocacy for policies favorable to the energy sector, including deregulation and support for domestic energy production. Influence in Texas politics. Tim Mellon's contributions have had a notable impact on Texas politics, where he resides. His donations have supported candidates for state and federal offices, influencing election outcomes and policy discussions. Support for free market principles. Mellon's political donations are often directed towards candidates who promote free market principles, limited government intervention in the economy, and lower taxes. Low public profile. Like other members of the Mellon family, Tim Mellon generally maintains a low public profile despite his substantial political contributions. His donations are typically disclosed through campaign finance reports rather than public announcements. Philanthropic connections. Mellon's political donations sometimes overlap with his philanthropic interests, particularly in supporting initiatives related to energy policy reform and conservative advocacy. Impact on national elections. While he primarily focuses on Texas politics, Tim Mellon's donations to national super PACs and candidates have also had ripple effects in shaping broader conservative agendas at the federal level. 1. The Adelson family, $100 million donation. Owning organizations such as the Dallas Mavericks and the Las Vegas Review-Journal are sure to set you up for big political capabilities. Having been the single largest donor to every presidential election in recent history, the Adelson family has committed over $100 million to Trump's campaign efforts. Newly widowed fifth richest woman in the world, Marianne Adelson and her late husband Sheldon made a name for themselves by routinely donating the most money to the Republican Party. 2020 alone, they donated $75 million to Trump's bid for president. Here's an overview of their history of donating to politics. Significant donors. The Adelsons were among the most prolific donors in American politics, consistently ranking among the top contributors to Republican candidates and causes. Presidential campaigns. They were particularly influential in presidential elections, donating millions of dollars to support Republican candidates like George W. Bush, Mitt Romney, and Donald Trump. Super PAC contributions. Miriam and Sheldon Adelson were major contributors to super PACs that supported conservative policies and candidates. Their donations often played a crucial role in shaping election outcomes and political strategies. Support for Israel. Both Miriam and Sheldon Adelson were staunch supporters of Israel. They donated generously to organizations and candidates aligned with pro-Israel policies and advocacy efforts. Influence in Republican politics. Their financial support made them influential figures within the Republican Party and conservative circles, allowing them to advocate for policies promoting economic growth, lower taxes, and strong support for Israel's security. Philanthropic ventures. Beyond political donations, the Adelsons were active philanthropists. They supported medical research, education initiatives, and Jewish causes, reflecting their broader philanthropic interests. Public controversy. Their substantial financial contributions also drew criticism from opponents who viewed their influence as excessive and potentially distorting to the democratic process. Overall, Miriam Adelson and Sheldon Adelson's history of political donations underscored their commitment to advancing conservative policies and candidates in the United States, while also supporting causes aligned with their personal and philanthropic interests. Thank you for watching this video. In your opinion, who deserves to be the next president of the United States? Subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into crucial election insights. Like this video if you found it eye-opening, share it with friends to spread awareness, and comment below with your thoughts on the influence of campaign donors in American politics. Your engagement drives our mission to keep you informed. Thank you.